That was just great, man.
Let's go.
So how'd you feel out there?
Obviously it wasn't the most ideal conditions. I go out there for 4 pitches and then it starts raining. You got to sit down for 45 minutes. Got up a couple times, and so I still felt good, but obviously I think I'll be better next time around. And, we don't have to sit down for a little while.
Delano said he didn't think you had any jitters, looked like to him, and he knows you pretty well, I guess.
Yeah, I felt pretty comfortable out there. I've thrown a percent quite a few times, so I completely trust him. He's got great knowledge of all the hitters, so I was just kind of rolling with him.
And I guess a good test with, not only the craziness of throwing 4 pitches and waiting an hour, and against a pretty good hitting team, and 11,000 people watching you. Is that the most people you've thrown in front of?
As far as an actual start, yeah. But I got a chance to go to the Futures game last year where there was, I think, 43,000 people. So it's it's not too overwhelming at this point.
He said you walked some people, got in trouble, got behind the count, all that kind of stuff. And he said there's some things you need to work on.
Yeah, there's definitely, there's a couple mechanical things that I've been working on, and at this point, I think it's come a long way from where it was, but I think there's still some more I need to work on. And, when I get back in my next bullpen, then I'll keep working on that. But I made just a quick little fix that Ted Power mentioned to me in about the 4th inning or so, and I think that helped a lot too.
Are you excited about being in Louisville?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And when did you get into town?
I got into town last night, drove up from Pensacola.
Okay. How was the drive?
It was a long drive.
Long drive,
yeah.
Right? So what's your opinion of Louisville so far? And the stadium and everything and all that?
It looks like a beautiful city. Really nice stadium. So it's definitely pretty cool.
Did you know a lot of the guys on the team before?
I'd say maybe a third or half or so. I hadn't known. There's a good chunk of the guys that I hadn't met yet.
What do you think that you had working the best tonight out of your stuff?
I would say, it was kind of hit and miss on all the pitches, but there's some times where I had a hard time getting a grip on the ball, especially early when it was wet. But I think the split was probably changeup was probably my my go-to pitch that I went to, and I think there's times when my curveball was good, but I left it up a lot of times, and like the one that got hit for a double, I left it hanging up a little bit.
That was like a 1-2 count, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Were you kind of kicking yourself on that?
Yeah,
one?
as soon as I let go of the ball, I knew it wasn't going to be a good pitch. I just what I've been having trouble with is collapsing my back leg, and when I end up doing that, I usually I have a hard time getting down on the ball, and I just stayed up in the zone the whole way.
So what was Brissett saying to you?
Just working on staying down in the zone and trying to keep that back leg tall. That way I could get that angle.
Did you notice any difference, I guess, with AAA hitters versus AA hitters?
As far as the quality, I wouldn't say that they're any better. The only thing I noticed is just I had a hard time putting them away. They just seemed to foul off a bunch of pitches, and that really rode my pitch count out tonight. And I was a little wild, but I think there was a lot of pitches that it seemed like they fouled off a lot more than I'd noticed in AA.